Hi, Scorpio. This is going to be your reading for the end of May and moving into June. It's good for any placement of Scorpio in your natal chart. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. If you're new, welcome to Somachandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. You happen to be my favorite water sign. I have a Mercury in Scorpio. I really, really love Scorpionic energy, so I'm happy to be here with you today, Scorpio. Link to the website for private readings is down in the description below. All right, Somachandra Scorpio, let's begin. Sorry if I seem a little subdued. It was the heaviness of your energy. I felt like when everything came out, and I knew it was going to be a little bit intense because I always build my readings off of my oracle cards. And when I pulled the oracle cards out, I was like, oh dear, there looks like there's going to be drama and tension around you guys the end of May and moving into June. And I just felt so drained, like someone's just tired, someone's just drained. That could be you. That could be your person. I'm feeling and hearing that money and like family stuff is going to be okay. Everything's going to go in a good direction in June. But like someone has got to just like work through some sticky situations and family drama. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm like, ooh, when I get family drama and the toxic family card, it's like, I think that you or maybe your partner, someone around you, everyone's going to see everybody's kind of ugly side, and you're just going to have to be strong, and it's going to be a little intense. But if anyone can handle intense, it's you guys. Stability, this relationship can stand the test of time. Apology, you can expect the apology that you want to hear. Patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. Mastery, you've already learned the spiritual lesson. Wait, the timing isn't quite right. I'm feeling like it's a been there, done that. I feel like Spirit is saying to you, and I do see that it's a relationship reading. I'm also hearing that some of you may need to wait for like, maybe you and a person were thinking about like buying or selling a home or getting married or something like that. And there's just tension. Like there's too many people's opinions involved. And I feel like for some of you, you have a person coming towards you that in some way that is very happy with you, but you're going to need to be patient with them because maybe they're going through some shit with their family. And Spirit's saying everything is going to be okay. The relationship is stable. You just need to be patient. This is something you've already been through before. So think back on your life, Scorpio. This scenario is something that you've already been through. You're the fixed water sign. People are very drawn to you because of that. You're just like this emotional anchor for everyone. You're like Leo, but in the water sign tribe. Like you're just strong and you can take it. Spirit's like, you've already been through this. Just be there, be strong, be there for each other, be patient. Someone needs to work some stuff out to have forward motion. The timing isn't quite right with something. I wanted just a little bit more energy to build the reading off of. Tension. There has been and might be turbulence, arguments, and stress, letting go, memories, and sidetracked. But spiritual connections at the bottom of the deck. Okay, deep love, soulmates, unity. The two of you are very connected. For some of you, I'm hearing this might be one of your children. I'm also hearing that someone might be getting married. And you might not like their partner, one of your adult children's spouses. I am hearing someone does kind of have a toxic family, or just maybe not toxic, but like their family just brings, they're not bringing the milkshake to the yard. This person, someone needs to just let go of memories. They've been kind of sidetracked. I think the apology you're going to get is like, hey babe, I'm really sorry if we've been like bickering or if there have been arguments or stress. The truth is, there's some stuff that I've had a hard time letting go of. I have some bittersweet memories. I'm not really sure how I feel. It's really sidetracked me. Sorry about that. I have let that go. Yeah, I think you may need to be patient with the person around you. And when I saw all that and I was like, okay, some decisions need to be made. I feel like the person that's coming towards you, Scorpio, is so sick and tired of bullshit. And they're struggling to figure out maybe how to like make everybody happy and placate everyone and still make you happy. They're not 100% sure how to deal with that. It's just a drain for them. They've been sidetracked, and I wanted advice for you. So I pulled out my Mystical Shaman Oracle deck for you, which is my favorite deck of all time. And I have the Blade, the Middle World, the Rainbow, and the Beloved. I have the Serpent, which is Kundalini in reverse. Okay, so there's definitely a blockage in energy. I'm also feeling like there might be sexual tension or just tension. It's like Mars gone wrong somewhere a little bit in the body. I think some of you are trying to like lower your sword and not be the luminous warrior that you typically are. I always tell people, if you come at a Scorpio, you better really mean it. Don't bring the fight with them, because they'll fight if they have to. I feel like you're trying to pull back your own Mars energy and try not to be too reactive in a scenario. But it's like you are not afraid of Mars energy with the Serpent. Like, you let the energy flow. You can deal with tension, stress, arguments, awkward scenarios. You're just kind of, sorry, you guys, I'm losing my voice. You're just kind of built for that, but it's like kind of blocked up right now in this situation. But Scorpio, it's all going to be okay. With the Blade, someone needs to be very tactful, but very real and all the way honest and like cut through to the truth. This is like the Ace of Swords. The Middle World, everything is going to go back to normal. There's going to be a rainbow at the end of the storm, and you're going to be together, and there's going to be peace and stability. Someone just wants, I feel like Spirit wants you to know something about someone that you're with. It's like they just want to create harmony in their life. They want to create it with you. It's all going to be okay. This is the goal. Everyone has the same goal, and that's happily ever after and the rainbow and just a very predictable world, predictable life. I'm also hearing that someone does need to break out of a pattern that's very familiar and predictable so that they can have more sunshine and happiness with you. It's all going to be okay, is what I'm hearing. Overall energy of the reading is death. There you are, baby. The way someone's feeling is the Five of Swords. You're being seen as the sun. You may literally be this person's sun, or it may be a sun. Either that or we have a Scorpio or a Leo coming towards you. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Eight of Pentacles, and the final outcome is Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius here, being calm. But it's like, I feel like this is you. I feel like you're coming out as the Queen of Swords. Okay. You often come out, I notice Scorpios often come out as the King or Queen of Swords because you're the luminous warrior. You're ruled by Mars and Pluto, and you're not afraid of death, transformation, not afraid of a fight. She is sort of sharpening her knife here. So some of you may have been guarded against a Queen of Swords, or maybe you just have some air in your chart. It's a bit much. I'm also hearing that someone's been a little guarded with you. I do hear that your patience is a bit thin right now. You're tired of being tested. You're tired of being dragged into drama. I'm hearing that you want to be very straightforward with this person and give them really good advice, but you also want to protect your heart as well. So there's just tension between the two of you, and I'm feeling like you're not going to bite anybody's head off, but you won't back down, is what I'm hearing as well. You won't back down. So with death, end of May, beginning of June, we have Justice, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, this looks like a very important decision that does need to be made. When I get Death and Justice, it's like someone may be making a decision here, and they really have to deal with the consequences afterwards. It could be something involving a legality, like selling a home, like we end, there's a death to where we live, and yeah, maybe selling a property or something like that. It could be a Libra that someone's dealing with, or needing to deal with consequences, needing to accept endings and any consequence that it brings, and accept transformation. And there is a truth here with that. That's what's supposed to happen. That's the right thing to do, but it's making a person very nervous. I'm hearing that any change that this person elicits, they're very stressed out about. Because I got a toxic family card over here, I think that they're worried about how it might affect family, and they're irritated. Honestly, Scorpio, because they see you as the sun, I don't think that they're necessarily mad at you. But there is tension. This always cracks me up. Dude, Like they do have to fight through something. The two of you may have to fight through something. Someone has to fight through something for what they want. And clarifying this is the Three of Swords, the Hierophant, that's Taurus, and the Knight of Cups. For me, the Hierophant is a family card. It is the system. It's playing by the rules. This person is working through a lot of bullshit and pessimism. I do think that they want to be with you and be in a committed relationship with you. I'm also going to hear that there's going to be a lot of arguments about like right versus wrong, religion, politics, spirituality. I'm also hearing that the law could be involved with family. There could be something about a will or an estate being rearranged. I'm also hearing that like child custody may be changing for someone. You may need to help with that. Like if you're a step parent or a grandparent, one of your kids has to go through something here and they may need your help. I'm hearing all this stuff about family drama and the rules and religion and politics and maybe social services. And oh my God, we've got to make this change. And they're fighting through it all. But I think they do want to stay committed to you because they're seeing you as the sun. That's the most positive card in the deck. There is this positivity. You're the light of their world. Clarifying this is the Three of Pentacles, the World, and the Emperor, Aries here. I'm hearing that someone has an Aries father. This person's hard to... It's like everything revolves around him a lot of the time. I'm hearing that you're going to see this around you. It's like someone is kind of working through something with this Emperor. Because I have two kings over here. I have a King of Swords and the Emperor, but you're the Queen of Swords. So I think you and your partner, you and your person are like the King and Queen of Swords. Like you're very intelligent. You stand your ground. You provide solutions. He provides strategy. I'm hearing that this person is trying to make like a boss, a father, a lawyer, somebody happy. They're trying to make someone happy. And they're so sick and tired of it. They keep getting sidetracked by all this. They've had to let go of a lot. They're really sorry. I'm also hearing families argue over like things in a mother's home or a grandmother's home. All these different outside influences are impacting your life and this person's life somehow. I think they see themselves as having stability with you. They want to be with you, Scorpio. You could be a world away from them. I'm hearing that someone's thinking about moving or relocating. I keep hearing that with you, this person feels good about themselves. They feel large and in charge. They feel like they're on top of the world. They feel like you listen to them. They listen to you. It's happy with you. I just heard the word bountiful, whatever that means. Everything's good with you. There's happiness. You're going to have a good crop come up together. And so this person's like scrambling. It's like, okay, I have to put an ending to something. I know the contract is up. I know I have to move forward here. This is fitful, a pain. There's fighting. Here's what you need to know or your advice. The Eight of Pentacles. So something about work, working, looking at the details, clarifying this is the Eight of Wands, the Fool, more Aries, lots of Aries here, and the Chariot. I do think the good news is going to come in. This is what you need to know. Someone is going to message you. Someone may get a message about work. I'm also hearing something about a child that needs to be picked up early from daycare. If there have been any kids involved, I'm hearing that some of you, there's a preschooler that needs to switch schools. There's like a custody thing going on and school switching. You're going to get good news. The child or the grandchild is going to get into the school. I'm also hearing some of you may get good news about travel or a car, relocation. There is a happy feeling. There is forward motion. There is fast-paced motion. Something will happen quickly. Someone's going to come across a detail and message you and be like, oh my God, babe, I finally found the answer to everything. It's going to be fine. But I'm also hearing that someone like tries to pull your person into their stuff. I'm hearing that this person just has a huge personality and they're like a bull in a china closet. They get really wound up and they whine. I'm hearing that like it's like a toxic father or father-in-law or uncle or brother or something that just keeps dragging them back into drama all the time and switching plans up or whatever, because someone's going to find information here with the Eight of Pentacles. They're looking at details. They're going to message you or message your person, your partner, right as they were about to leave or go somewhere. And then Temperance is here. Needing to be calm, needing to be cool, needing to be collected, needing to determine the purpose of what we do before we do it. It could be a Sagittarius and a Leo involved. It could be a couple different signs involved. I'm hearing too many people involved, and it's a pain in the ass. Clarifying this is Strength. Leo, again, the Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Some of you may suddenly be trying to like make some plans and do something, and someone else keeps sidetracking your partner and you and pulling them back, and they're going to have to be strong and ignore the tension and make a decision that's practical and right for them. I'm also hearing something about needing to make plans very quickly, and there may be a pet or an animal, a cat or a dog involved, and it's like, well, what are we going to do? Is that going to work? That sounds really good. I feel like some of you are like trying to sell a home and then buy a new home. You may be relocating somewhere. You may be relocating in the summer. You may be relocating to a warm and sunny place, and that's pissing everyone else off. And I feel like this might be your partner like, I'm so over this. I just want to be with my King or Queen of Cups. Here's why I think it's just like so much family drama coming in, because I have, I want attention, toxic family, let's try again, what's the rush? Okay, maybe their family, this card, you know, I have family drama and toxic family. They might have a very toxic family, or they're just coming off a little bit much right now. It might not be quite that dramatic. I am sensing, Scorpio, that this person's family is attention seeking and a giant pain in the ass. And now they're like, let's try again. And they're like, what's the rush? You don't need to go and move towards Scorpio right now. This is angering them. It's irritating them. They're like, look, no, I'm hearing that like you and your partner want to move and be together, but another family member, they may own like a property or something with another family member, and they're dragging it out and making it difficult for the two of you. And their family's like, what's the rush? Don't you want to give us attention? Let's try this again. They may have tried to fix something with family. This might be your family, like, let's fix this. You know, I'm sorry we've been fighting over mom's will or the estate, and I care about you. And you're like, look, I need this all to go in a certain way because I was making plans for the summer to do something. And they're like, no, what's the rush? Okay, that sounds so annoying. This person's going through something quite a bit, because I have the Four of Cups. They're feeling a little huffy here. And then Strength, they're being strong. I feel like this might be them like, oh my God, I can't even freaking deal with you people anymore. I feel like they don't want to drag you into the drama either. They have to be strong. This is kind of a pain in the ass. And then I have the King of Swords and the Emperor. I don't think the King of Swords and the Emperor are the same person. I think it's two people with very, very strong personalities. Whenever I see an Emperor and a King of Swords, I'm like, well, I hope those two get along, because if they don't, it might be a little bit of a power struggle. It's also possible that this person's just kind of being a stick in the mud, but they want what they want. They have a very powerful personality. They're kind of mopey and irritated right now. I wanted to know, I felt like these two, again, I feel like these two are two different guys. And when they get along, they work great together. King of Swords is very smart. The Emperor energy usually likes a very detached, logical, intelligent, powerful King of Swords. But when they don't get along, it's a pain in the ass. They're not getting along. I'm so sorry. They're not getting along, because I have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Wands. I feel like this is you watching from afar like, oh shit, they're fighting again. This person is going through a lot of stress. I feel like a family member, like the Emperor might be a toxic family member, or the King of Swords is like, I'm a Queen of Swords, but the King and Queen of Swords can be kind of assholes sometimes. Like, we can be dicks. Air signs can be that way. Like, no, I'm in charge. And the Emperor's like, really? You've got another thing coming. It's stressful. They're fighting. They're having a power struggle for sure. And I feel like one of them is just being, I'm hearing this person's like a child. Like, 1 minute they're really strong, because I have the Emperor and the Fool, and that's two different sides of Aries. They're ruled by your planet too. They're ruled by Mars too. But it's like 1 minute Aries will be like, I'm in control. I'm in charge of everything. And I'm also really logical and practical and structured, and you can trust me, and I really have it together. But then the next minute they're like, no, wait, blah, blah, blah. And they're all over the place like a bull in a china closet. I think it's stressing your person out. They have to deal with this. Either that or you may have a person coming towards you that you're ending things with, Scorpio, and they can't fucking believe you would end it with them. They are mad. Like, no, we're married and this is going against the church and our religion and I'm your emperor and I want to be with you. I don't know. There's just a lot of tension and drama. It's a general reading. It could be a little different for everyone. But with what's the rush and let's try again with toxic family and I want attention, yeah, you need to know that this person is being sidetracked. Their family or someone else sucks them back into drama. They have a bittersweet feeling about that, Scorpio. They have good feelings about that person in this situation, but they also have bad feelings. I'm also hearing an ex-father-in-law is manipulative and mean. This guy's got to work through quite a bit. And I think he's having a power struggle with another masculine. And I feel like this is that person. Like, I literally don't want to deal with this drama. What do I do now? You need to be patient. This is apparently something that you've already mastered. You've already mastered this lesson. Your oracle messages, I'm like, all right, well, how's Scorpio going to deal with this? Because Scorpios, typically, you are not afraid of a fight. You're like, let me get my gloves. I mean, let me put my mouth guard in. I'll meet you in the ring in 2 minutes. I'm not afraid to duke it out. I think you kind of don't know what to do in this scenario because there's family drama. I need a plan. I should have listened. I'm seeing a different side to you. I'm flexible is at the bottom of the deck. I'm also seeing spiritual bypassing. Yeah, I think you're like, oh my, this is a family drama situation. What you're going to be making a plan. Your intuition gave you a hunch about how they would handle this. I think that you are a little disappointed in them. You're suddenly seeing a different side to them. I think you're trying to be flexible, but I feel like some of you have the person around you or that's trying to come towards you, they're too flexible. They're too flexible. They have to fight through all this, like the banana dance, just to be with you. And you're like, well, while you're dealing with that, I'm going to make a plan. I should have listened the first time around. I think you're seeing that they handle things in a little bit of a different way than you do. And it is stressing you out. Because your tarot, your response to this is you're the high priestess. You're going to be very calm, cool, and collected. And you are going to tap into your intuition and be observant. The Four of Wands, that's a home. The Two of Wands, looking for direction. And the Eight of Swords, okay, you're all trapped in your head. You're going to be worried about something at the end of the month. I'm also hearing that some of you work from home. You're looking for a home where you can work from home. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about family and kids being involved, wanting a room for a baby. You're not sure which place to go. Some of you are worried about a Pisces here. I think you're just going to wait. Watch out for imagining worst case scenarios. Scorpio, you're worried about something. I feel like the more you see, the more you're like, oh, wow, I'm seeing a different side of you. I see that you put up with family drama quite a bit. You've been too flexible. I wanted to know what you were worried about with the Eight of Swords. And I have the Nine of Wands, the Moon, more Pisces, and the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're worried about money. I think there's a lack of clarity about marriage, stability. I think you feel kind of guarded. I think you do want to protect your karmic empire, like your home, a will, an estate. I mean, we do have justice here with the Ace of Swords. Like, how's this going to impact me and how I pay my mortgage and all that? There's a worry with the Moon here. And the Nine of Wands. And it's like, what to do next? You need to know that there is going to be divine guidance. Be patient. This person's just working through a process of letting go and needing to make a practical choice moving forward. So that the two of you can continue with your plans. But honestly, Scorpio, I feel like this person's problem is they have an opportunity to fight for what they want and fight for what they believe is right. But then at the end of the day, they may make some excuses, and the way they handle things is to just be calm and ignore drama. Look how the Strength card is ignoring drama. And I think that you're like, oh God, what does this mean? I think this person might not be handling endings and transformation and finality quite the way you would. And they do get sucked back in, like, let's try again. What's the rush? It's just their toxic family that wants attention, or his ex or something like that. People are trying to slow down a process. It's not going to slow down. It's not going to slow down. And they are happy with you. Just again, remember the advice, Scorpio, which is there is love between you and this person. Focus on stability and happily ever after, family stuff, long-term goals. It is all going to become like the middle world, like the land in between. Things are going to be calm. The tree is not going to be completely uprooted. Someone does need to cut some kind of a cord though, but it will turn out okay in the end. It will all be happy in the end. The two of you will be happy in the end. And I do think that this person needs to work through their power struggle with this other guy so that they can be together with you because they want to be with you. Just stand here and look smart, okay? I think that you're here to give them advice, but it's just going to be a little dicey and stressful for the next couple weeks. Yeah, toxic family stuff is difficult. Make your plans, observe them, see how they deal with stuff. They are trying to create an ending that will bring in a new beginning with you, because I have death and the world, but I also have the ace and the sun. They just let them work through this, Scorpio. Apparently, you've been there before. You already know what they're going through. Just be strong and patient, because they are trying to be as well. All right, that's the end of the month, moving into June. Hope it resonates and hope it helps, Scorpio. Link to my websites in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Scorpio. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.